Hey everyone, so it's very early, like 2 a.m. on Monday. I don't even know, 24th of March, 25th, 6th, who knows. And I just started my period. So I've been waiting actually for it to start since Thursday. And I thought it was going to start yesterday, it didn't. It's kind of a bit annoying because now, because it usually hurts 2 days, I wanted it to be fine by Tuesday, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and see. Anyway, right now I've still got a book I'm reading, so I'm just gonna, I've got some CBD that I'm taking this month, so I'm gonna take some of that and just try and get some sleep really. It's coming up to 4 a.m. now. I'm just so fed up, really. I can't get to sleep if I'm not in pain in my back or my stomach. It's something else. I've got stinging, like, I've had this problem for years now. I get like stinging wee, and like I'm getting it now without even needing to pee. It's like a stinging or a burning sensation around my urethra. I've put my, like, I think it's eczema. It's the only thing I've been able to pin it down to. The doctors have never really been able to give me an answer for what it is. But I've put the cream on that I usually do, and it's not stopping, and I've got pain. It's like sort of shooting all over my body. So I'm just so fed up, honestly. Like, it's 4 a.m, I want to sleep, and I'm just... Anyway, I've decided to sit up again and try and just watch some movie that I've watched 100 times before. And I'll try my stronger CBD pen, vape pen, and see if that does anything. So I realised I haven't actually been filming anymore today. I woke up around 9:40 while I was suddenly shaken out of sleep because I had a phone call from my manufacturers, because I've got to go down and see them tomorrow, and I'm hoping I'm going to put that in this vlog actually, because now I'm only doing a video a week. I can like do more stuff, which is great. So I had a call from them, and then I just kind of like lounged about for a bit, but I knew I had to go back to sleep, so I finally like got a little bit of breakfast into me, was able to take some pain meds because it was coming on a bit. The CBD didn't stop it, but that's okay. And went back to sleep, and then I woke up again now, and it's like it's 1:30ish I think when I woke up, and I feel a bit better now. I'm not quite as sleep deprived as I was before, so that's a good thing. Although I'm not going to be able to go and help with my dance teacher today, because usually I would help on a Monday, but I just don't feel up to it, so I'm going to have to let her know about that. It kind of sucks. But on the positive note, I just got a notification that the government in the UK has finally set £50 million of the tampon tax fund aside to help girls in period poverty. It just came up on change.org if you want to read it. Like, oh, you can't see. But it literally was just published today, I think. Thousands of women from across the UK will benefit from £15 million from the latest round of the tampon tax fund, the Minister for Sport and Civil Society, Tracy Crouch, announced today. Anyway, now I am going to try and get some proper food into me, finish the work I didn't get done this morning, and charge this battery. It's coming up to 5 p.m. now, and I've actually been okay most of today, which I've been quite staggered by. Last night was just, you know, when you're in pain, it's late and you're tired, everything is just miserable. I was really quite upset last night actually, and I was just like, why? But actually today, especially since I've got some more sleep, it's just my phone, don't worry. I feel I haven't been in much pain, and I haven't had to take as many painkillers as I would definitely usually have to on the first period. The only thing I've been taking CBD. The only other thing I have been taking, aside from the occasional ibuprofen when it was a little bit worse this morning, is my tranexamic acid. Now this was prescribed to me by my gynecologist. This just suppresses my bleeding, so I'm not as heavy. And yeah, I mean, I definitely haven't been bleeding as much as I would, so I'm kind of waiting until, like, if I do start bleeding a bit more, although this should stop any sort of really big gushes or anything from happening, because I think that's when I get the majority of my pain. I also took a supplement called Dong Quai this month, which is just like a tincture that I put in a little capsule and was swallowing. That's supposed to stop, it's really good for getting estrogen out of your system, so it's supposed to help with like getting rid of clots. And I haven't had many clots yet, but it is still early on in my cycle, so we'll see. But yeah, so far very manageable. I've been able to work, which is crazy. So I really have high hopes for this CBD stuff. So I haven't really talked about it much because I'm going to be doing a separate review on this. And I've only had this, I've been using a CBD vape pen, so I'll show you what it does look like. The reason I have, oh, where's the thing that goes in this? Wrong one. Okay, starting again. So it comes like this. It's a vape pen, which at first I was really kind of like, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because I'm going to do a review on it, and I like have a, I'm trying it, I spoke to the company as well I've been trying it with, and there's a discount code too, so I'll do that in the review as well. But I want to try it out properly before I do review it. But yeah, you basically just screw this cartridge into like the battery part of the pen, and then you breathe it in, and it's supposed to really help manage pain. However, you need to build it up in your system, and I've only had this for about a week, so I've been taking it since last Saturday, so it's had like eight to 9 days to get into my system before my 8 days before my period started to get into my system. But really it needs at least a month, I think, so I'm gonna give this another few weeks to kind of get in my system, and we'll see how it does and everything. But yeah, so far I'm kind of hopeful about it, and I've seen a lot of really good things about CBD, so we will see. But the advantage to this stuff is that it kicks in quickly when you take it in a vape form. It's almost instantaneous, as opposed to when you take capsules and you have to wait for them to kick in. So, you know, even when I was in worse pain this morning or yesterday, and I did have to take the ibuprofen for it, while I was waiting for that to kick in, I could take this and this would hit almost instantly. It doesn't last as long in vape form, but yeah, I'll touch on all of that in the actual review. But I did just want to mention that this is what I was doing this month. That I think that's the only thing actually, this and the Donquay, but that's not really a painkiller, and the tranexamic acid isn't a painkiller either, it's just a suppressant. So we will see, but fingers crossed that we might have found something that actually works. Who knows? I don't want to jinx it because I've been this way so many times before with stuff and it's turned out well, but I've seen a lot of good things about this, so we'll see. So it's 11 PM now, and about an hour ago I had another wave of like moderate cramping, and I went to the bathroom, changed my pad. There was some pretty thick menstrual blood in there, but still no what I would call clotting, which is quite interesting. But I thought I'd turn my camera on now actually, because a while ago I asked for one of my Christmas presents, basically, I asked for a DNA kit. I wanted to test my DNA. I was really curious to see like my history, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, just in general, and that's what I asked for. And the people that got it for me were my uncle and aunt, who I was supposed to see on Boxing Day, but if you followed my period vlogs before, you'll have known I ended up in hospital on Boxing Day, so I didn't actually see them until like mid-February. So I didn't actually get to send off this DNA test until like the 19th of February or something like that. But I've just now got an email from them saying it's in, so I'm really curious to see what it says. So I'm going to click on explore my DNA results. Oh, this is really I haven't seen it yet. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so that doesn't really surprise me. 47% correct. You know what, I'll switch this around. So it's calculating my ancestry. So as I suspected, I'm pretty much very European. Great Britain, 47%. Ireland, Scotland, Wales, 20%. I've always joked that I am literally the United Kingdom in body. I have a bit of blood from everywhere. Iberian Peninsula, European, Scandinavia. That also doesn't surprise me because my dad has a condition which affects his hands, like his knuckles, which only affects people who have pure Viking blood. So that I was expecting that European West. Finland -1%. That's so interesting though. What's this one over here? That's not Scotland to me. Well, apparently it is according to this. Yeah. But that's really, really interesting. Kind of what I was expecting, because I mean I've known my family has lived in the UK for as long as I can remember, but really, really key. I'm going to play around on it now. This is really, really interesting actually to read. In particular, when I went into the ethnicity estimate, clicked on Great Britain, which is what it's coming up as 47% of me is Great British. It's saying that my DNA shows that you have ancestry from Great Britain. It links you to these specific regions, which are Wales and the West Midlands. That doesn't surprise me at all. My dad's family, whole family basically, is from the Midlands. And my name, by the way, Bryony, is Welsh. Although I don't know any family members right now who are living in Wales who are Welsh. Northern England and the Midlands, and also Scotland. So that's quite cool, although it is a little bit ironic considering that I've grown up in the south and most of my family now live in the south. But yeah, that's really, like, it's so interesting to look at this and learn where I came from. And it's also identified a potential third cousin and loads of fourth cousins, which is really intriguing to look at as well, based on other people who've sent their DNA into this place. So yeah, I think it's a great Christmas present. I'm really pleased that I got to do this. And yeah, but anyway, it's just gone past 11, so I think I'm going to start getting ready for bed soon. And tomorrow I will take you with me to the factory. It's morning. It's just coming up to 11 AM now, and I was originally going to be leaving at 10:30 to go to see my factory, but I decided I woke up at 10 because I didn't get to sleep till like 4 or 5 AM, and then I was definitely still awake at 4 AM because the clocks have gone forwards as well. My body's a bit like, so I knew I needed to get a bit more sleep. And fortunately my dad, I can't remember whether I've said this, but my dad offered to drive me up to see them. He took me last time as well. He likes to do these kind of chauffeur things because he's one of those dads that misses having his like little princess and stuff, and I don't object to being driven places, especially when I don't feel that great. But I think I do feel well enough to go, so I'm just trying to put like an outfit together. So I've got this really nice like loose flowy work top with like these ruffles on it, and a nice skirt that I hope isn't going to be too tight, but the best thing about that is I can at least unzip it in the car. So I think I'm going to go with that, and I hope it's not too cold because I don't really want to wear any tights, but we'll see. Well, I'm going to try and put something together because I don't really have any work clothes designed for when it's winter and I'm on my period, so we'll see. So in the end I decided I couldn't go for a skirt, and I went for these sort of, these black sweatpants, which actually, because they're sort of very slim, streamlined, doesn't look too bad with this outfit, and I just pin my hair off my head. But the good thing is that I don't have to look really smart to go here. I just choose to, and I think this will be fine. And quite frankly, I'm not changing out of it now. My stomach is still a bit sensitive, so, and I really need to have some breakfast. Yep, I think I'm gonna just go and grab some cereal or something. So we've just finished with, oh, the music's about to play. We've just finished at the factory. I've got the samples to photograph. You can have a quick sneak peek, and some of the footage I had in there of what's coming. Just turn that down. So yeah, they should be on the website within about a week and a half, I reckon. So stay tuned for that, and there's more budget pads as well coming into stock soon as well, because I've had people asking about that quite a lot recently, where they've been. We've had a whole like restock and everything at the moment, so yeah, stay tuned. It's coming up to 9 o'clock now. In the evening I realised I didn't film anything after kind of taking some shots on the way home. We got back around 4 o'clock and I was really tired at the time. I was supposed to go to like an events thing with my mum this evening, but I really didn't feel up to it, and it wasn't like essential to go. It was just something nice that would have been fun to do, but I was feeling a little bit crampy, so I decided I just wanted to rest for a bit. Just had a bath. I had another wave of cramping, but fortunately it was just because I needed to go to the toilet, and then it eased up afterwards. But overall I would say so far this period, because this is coming up to the end of day 2, which day 1 and 2 are my 2 most painful days, like it's been really manageable. I have still had pain, but it has been much more manageable. So there could be a number of reasons that happened. As I said, the tranexamic acid, which I reduced the amount I was taking to kind of, you know, see what was going on, that kind of stuff. And also I've been taking Dong Quai, which I haven't had any big like clots or anything, so I think that definitely helped with that side of things. So yeah, there's a number of things I think have had an impact, but I do also think that the CBD might have helped. So as I said, I will be doing a review on that on my other channel, and the reason it'll be my other channel is because you have to be 18 to buy CBD in the UK. So I was just gonna do, and I'll do an in-depth review on there, but I posted on like my social media and stuff, like my Facebook and Instagram about it, and I've had so many questions, I realised I'm gonna have to get that one done sooner rather than later. So I'd say within the next week or so you'll see a review on that up on my other channel. And I think I have a discount code as well from the company, from a company somewhere, so I'll see if I can dig that out as well, for that one. Yeah, anyway, I just need to chill, think kind of what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. Hopefully something really easy, we'll see. So forgive me while my camera doesn't want to white balance, but it's just come out, it's 10 o'clock now. I still haven't had any dinner, but I think I'm just gonna have some soup a bit later on. I think I'm going to close the vlog here, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed it. The one thing I did want to say quickly before I end this vlog is something I did yesterday was I downloaded the BBC Pandemic app. I watched a documentary on it. Basically, it's an app that's helping like mathematical researchers and stuff work out what would most likely happen when there's another deadly outbreak of flu, like there was the Spanish influenza back in like 1918 when it killed almost 100 million people. And these deadly outbreaks are inevitable, they will happen, but it helps them work out where medicine is, if they can. It's an app basically tracks your movements for 24 hours, and then you just fill out a short survey. When I say tracks your movements, all you give them is your age and your gender, and they just see how far you move around. But it might help them in the future work out where there might be outbreaks and where they need to store medicine for these kind of events. So it might be worth checking it out if you're in the UK and you want to know more about it, how you could help. But anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you on here next week. Bye-bye.